Hello, my name is Mira, and I'm a Lorekeeper in one of Yacht's Lost Libraries, and today I wanted to talk about the Siren creatures from Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. The book was published in 2017, but the story is set in 2022. Originally called Mermaids, and alternatively known as the Deep Graspers and the Lovely Ladies of the Sea, the mermaids are mostly, in fact, mermen, so both the characters in the book and I will be referring to them as sirens throughout. The origin of these creatures is obscure, though it can be assumed that they are indigenous to Earth's oceans. It's believed by some that they evolved from temnospondyl amphibians that originally lived in shallow freshwater environments, but that they then migrated to the ocean's shallows in the saltwater, and then later on to the deepest parts of the oceans. During their time in the shallows, they would hunt dolphins, primates, humans, pretty much whatever they could get their claws on, but their ability to mimic speech indicated that they evolved to hunt species specifically that use sounds and language to communicate. While we are unaware of just how much the siren population has declined, we do know that one group of sirens, a pod or a school or a choir or a gossip or a pack or whatever you want to refer to a group of sirens as, came to settle in and around the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. The appearance of male sirens is similar to that which we see in mythology, with a feminine upper body type and fish or eel-like tails, with dark gray-black skin, tendril-like hair that end in bioluminescent spots, bulgy black eyes, flat noses, webbed fingers that end in sharp claws, and a mouth full of needle-like teeth. Their bodies produce a kind of slime that, combined with their claws, allows them to climb up surfaces, such as the side of ships. Their flesh is apparently incredibly toxic, and if any part of a siren enters a human's bloodstream, it can cause death in around an hour. I'm not sure if it's the flesh or the blood specifically that does this, but yeah, it's gruesome. Sirens, both male and female, seem to be immune to this toxin. They have both gills and lungs, but can only spend a very small time out of salt water as their gills need to be kept wet in order for them to actually breathe properly on land. If no water can be found, they will perish in a few days, while the female sirens cannot leave water at all, presumably due to their sheer size. Female sirens, or just the one female siren actually, is not fully described in the story. She's more eldritch in nature, and it is implied that female sirens are the largest creatures on Earth, many times larger than blue whales even, and the only part of her that is really described is the bright bioluminescence of her esca, similar to an angelfish's lure, but like way larger, many times larger, at least the size of an adult human. She's also described as having a gaping maw filled with uncountable teeth. So a choir or a pod or a colony or a hive of sirens, at least in the case of the Challenger Deep Choir, consists of a couple hundred male sirens and one singular female siren, or a queen is what I'm going to call her. The males do the hunting, and keeping the queen fed is their top priority, as she is known to just eat the males if she gets hungry enough. It can also be assumed that the female is the one responsible for reproducing, though it's unknown how she does this. Probably eggs, I would guess. But anyway, female sirens only seem to involve themselves in a hunt personally if the energy required for them to move their massive body is guaranteed to be replenished by the kill or kills. Really large creatures burn a crazy amount of calories, and so they have to consume a crazy amount of calories. Larger ships are usually the only target that the female will emerge from the depths to help with, and the previous vessel in the story is they fell victim to this, unfortunately. The current vessel in the story survives, however, because they turned the ship lights on after realizing that the sirens really don't like artificial light. Or maybe daylight either, I'm not sure. Likely due to them being just wholly unaccustomed to it, as they live most of their lives in the depths where there is no sunlight. The only light down there would be from their bioluminescence. While humans and whales are their preferred prey, they're thought to also hunt small fish and maybe even plants to supplement their diet. Sirens hunt in large groups, using a combination of mimicry, sign language, and a kind of echolocation. Their bioluminescence also seems to play some kind of role in their communication. Perhaps their most interesting trait as a species is their mimicry and the languages that they use, though it's unknown if female sirens also have this ability, but male sirens do for sure, and they use it multiple times in the book. They can perfectly copy any sound they have ever heard and use this to lure prey. Whether this is noises that they've heard from ships, like mechanical noises, dolphin chirping, whale songs, or human speech, they can copy it and reuse it. While they can form like full sentences out of human languages, they don't really understand the meaning of the words that they're saying. When conversing with other sirens, they use a kind of sign language, accompanied occasionally by a mimicry sound for context. So for example, if they're going on a hunt and one of them sees a humpback in the distance, they might use a humpback whale call to alert the others, that sort of thing. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If you liked this video, leave it a like, perhaps a comment, subscribe maybe, you all know the drill. Special thank you as always to my channel members, especially Loremasters PwNaGeDOTexe and General Jehuty. May Yogg grant you the knowledge you seek, my friends. Also a friendly reminder that I do now have a Patreon where you can join for free to watch all of my videos without any of those pesky ads that they have here on YouTube. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time here in the library.